Hello! In today's video, I would like to share a safe, quick and easy way to open up more range of motion in the hips. It also will lightly strengthen them, which is great because then you will not only be able to move more freely, especially to the side, but it will also help to give your hips a bit of support when you're simply walking or doing anything in movement and dance. It will allow you to more smoothly transfer the weight and support your hips. So if you have one hip that tends to sag a bit or one hip that is stronger than the other, this exercise will hopefully help you to walk in a more supported way and hopefully also help even out this a bit. So what you will need for this exercise is a wall, and that's it, and your body and your hips. We will be using the wall to strengthen our hips and at the same time open up range of motion. So before we do this, let's test it and then retest after. We'll bring the feet about hip width apart and go into a hip slide. So I'm transferring the weight side to side beyond where my foot is placed. My feet are parallel, just to be able to test it. And I try not to twist. If I'm a bit less flexible on one side, I might be twisting unconsciously to avoid the tightness. So try to, just for this test, stay as even as possible, as if you're between two plates of glass. Even just the testing helps a bit. So notice on the right, notice on the left. That's your pre-test. We'll now go with our side towards the wall, so perpendicular. And the feet also are parallel. I'll go back so you can see them. Then from here, we're going to test how far away from the wall you can go and still touch the wall with your hip. Yes. Now, I'm trying not to lift the side of my foot. This would be cheating. So with both feet planted, sliding just as far as I can without losing balance. My arms, I keep them in front, just there out of the way. Then from here, I will press my hip into the wall using the power of both my feet and legs. Pressing, 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 pressing. And that's it. Just a few seconds. Now we retest. And with a bit of luck, already this hip should have a bit more freedom to move. Or at least it should feel slightly more comfortable. Now in order to stay even, let's do the other side as well. I'll turn away from the camera to do this. So again, feet parallel and try to find your spot, how far you can move away from the wall and still touch the wall with you. It's totally normal, very common if this is different one side from the other. Once you notice if one hip is tighter, you can do the exercise first on the tighter hip, then the easier hip, and then the tighter hip again, and then you'll even it out. So for now, let's assume they're the same. Finding the spot, reaching. Once you have it, press, 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 using both feet, your hip into the wall, straight into it. Just a few seconds, and you come out. That's it. Let's retest the other side. And already it should feel a bit more even again. Now both sides have the expanded range of motion. Now moving into this new range helps to save this new position into your body-mind connection. So if you use it right after activating this range, you will be able to use it actively in your dancing and passively when you walk. It's a good idea to do this right before you practice, for instance, hip circles or figure eights, if it's for belly dance. But it will also help you in martial arts for kicking, because there you will have to be able to be on one leg and then transfer front to back, depending on where you kick. And for ballet, in order to go in passé, you will slightly have to shift this hip in order to hold your balance. If you will be here, you go off. So this freedom and strength in the hips laterally will help you hopefully in all of your movement. Okay, that's my tip drop for today. If you've enjoyed these videos, feel free to subscribe to my tip drop membership. With this, you will receive videos like this one every week, one short tip with a bit of text also to explain what you can use these exercises for. If you've enjoyed these, let me know, and I hope to see you again. Bye!